Hey, welcome to another episode of Making Dough Show. In this episode, I get to answer Jonathan's question. And Jonathan asks, how can I use text message marketing to grow my restaurant sales? I get this question often where a lot of restaurant owners ask me how in a specific ways, how can I use text message marketing to grow my sales? Let's talk about it. So there are only three ways to grow any business's sales, right? One is either we're going to acquire new customers. Second way is that we're going to increase our repeat business. Third way is that we're going to increase our average ticket. Text message marketing can help you grow your sales by being the most effective method of increasing your repeat business. So a lot of our marketing dollars may be going into acquiring new customers. Maybe you're doing Facebook ads, maybe you're doing mailers, maybe you're doing Yelp ads. Now, let's put this into perspective by talking about Papa John's and Pizza Hut. What's easier for Papa John's? Getting a new customer that's already loyal to another pizzeria, being it in this case Pizza Hut, getting a new customer, or it's easier and cheaper and most effective for Papa John's to bring in their existing clients who love their brand, who love their pizzeria, their food, most likely. That's why they're loyal to Papa John's, to bring those folks back again and again. Everybody already has a go-to pizzeria or a burger joint or whatever that they're already loyal to. So acquiring new customers tends to be expensive. And in fact, it's like 7 times more expensive, some of the research out there. So for every dollar you're spent on methods and ways of bringing your existing customers back again and again, it's 7 times more expensive to get a new customer. And you just understood the psychology of why that is. So aside from having strategies and initiatives in place in getting new customers, as I said, we need to always be getting new customers. We must equally be obsessed with making sure we have ways and methods in place that are systematized, that are automated on a weekly basis, where we're communicating ideally directly with our existing customer database. People who love our brand already and they gave us money. They love us enough to give us money and we have their contact information. There are 3 common ways where we as business owners or restaurant owners in our case, right, we get to communicate with our customers. First one is social media. It is free, and social media, people who are following your page, they liked you enough or they know enough about you to come in and like and or follow your page. Challenges with social media, as you are well aware, is that the organic reach continues to go down because Facebook as a company has a lot of bills. They have a lot of staff. They have to pay for all of that. So has turned into more of a pay to play platform. And the truth is that you don't own those followers. I don't know if you know, like last week, Facebook was down as I'm recording this for a whole day. And if you were planning on having a lot of promotions that day on social media, know that you don't own those followers. If your page was to be blocked for whatever reason or what have you, or Facebook go out or anything, you don't own those followers. There's no way for you to directly communicate with those customers. Another challenge with social media is that content creation, in order for it to be effective, takes time. You need to be having media, whether it's videos or it's photos. You need to be thinking about how to edit the photo so it pops. Should you put a text on it? And also the caption. How are you going to stop the scroll so they see your post and pay attention to it? Another effective way of directly communicating with your customers, again, on a weekly basis, is email marketing. It's been around for a really long time, and we still use email marketing for our restaurants. As I mentioned, it is unlike social media. It's a direct way of communicating with your customers that can be incredibly powerful. So you own the communication channel. You own the database. However, the challenge with email marketing is that it has 20 industry average. I see it from the emails that I sent out for our restaurants. It has an average of 20% open rate, which means it has about 80% not open rate. So out of, for example, we have around like 12,000 people on our email database, right? Out of every 1,000 people on your database, always when you send an email, 200 of them open it and 800 of them don't even open your email. And you see the trend as people get busier and busier and busier, and they get too many emails. They're kind of a lot of times just select all and delete, or select all and mark read. You know, I don't know if you do that. I do that all the time with my inbox. In fact, how many unread emails do you have versus how many unread text messages do you have? Another challenge with email marketing is that it takes time to set it up, right? You need to be thinking about, obviously, the subject line. It's incredibly important. No matter what goes on in the email, if the subject line isn't catchy or whatever, people may not open that email. Then is the body of the email. Are you going to have images or something in the body of the email? Those images need to be edited and created and uploaded to your emailing platform. And then you need to be thinking about the text that goes into the body of the email. All of that takes a little bit of time. But again, we continue to use email marketing for our restaurants because we need thousands of customers. And again, I don't think it's the most effective method. Now, does it work? I think it does work a little bit, but again, it has 80% no open rate. Last but not least, let's talk about text message marketing. Just like email, it's another way of directly communicating with your customers. You own the database. However, unlike email, it has 98% open rate and 2% not open rate. In fact, your database for your phone may be much smaller than your email, and that is okay because out of every 1,000 text messages that you send, 980 people out of 1,000 will see your text, and around 20 out of 1,000 may not see your text. Another advantage for text message marketing, aside from the open rate, is the fact that it takes minutes to set up because you have 160 characters. So you're limited by the number of characters in your text. You don't need to be clever and sound this way or that way and sound funny. In fact, we have a lot of templates that we use every single week, and we just plug and play the offer or whatever the thing is into templates. And it's 160 characters. It takes minutes to set up. You don't need visuals. You don't need to send photos or anything at all. So it is really fast. Again, it takes minutes. In fact, we have an exclusive training where I go over sharing with you how we spend less than an hour a month setting up our promotions for the whole month. And I, again, batch this activity. I spend an hour and I map out the whole month. We automate the whole thing and we schedule it out. And I share with you exactly how we do it. If you're interested in that free training, be sure to look down below in the description. I'm going to have the link for you. So Jonathan, you were asking me, how does text message marketing can help you grow your restaurant sales? And that is by helping you increase your repeat business. Imagine, for easy math, you have your customers come to your establishment once a month. Simply getting them to come twice the month can have tremendous impact. Imagine that family comes over to your restaurant once a month and they spend $30 at your restaurant once a month. Imagine you're able to double that, and instead of once, they come twice a month. That same family. So they're not a new customer or anything. That same family, they know you, they love you, they trust your company or whatever it is. That's why they come to your restaurant, right? And you're able to double their number of businesses per month from once to twice. So instead of them giving you $30 a month, they're giving you $60 a month. So times that by 12, that means that they were giving you $360 per year, and now they're giving you $720 per year. That can be pretty powerful. And text message marketing can be very simple in helping you create weekly offers and automate this whole process. Thank you so much for tuning into another episode of Making Dough Show. If you have any questions, and if you want to check out the free training that I shared with you, check the description below. Take advantage of it, implement it, and make some dough. Thank you, and I see you right here next week on Making Dough Show. Thank you. Bye-bye.